Hope you guys are doing well. Ethan is over here smoking his break cigarette.
I'm not even on break. I am working.
Yeah, that makes it even worse. So I was hoping to show two things to you guys right now that's going on. We're finally getting around to it. We did see the old school way of cutting metal with a utility knife and ripping it, scoring it, snapping it. It's another way. But Ethan's been working on the flashing for up here. Looks really, really nice. The transition, so much work goes into the transition with these drop downs. And the other thing that really sucks about these drop downs, because we're dropping like 3 feet, you know, from here to here, the ground is at an angle, which makes things like this right here really scary. So I thought it'd be fun. We're going to go live because I don't think we got the ladder right. So the chances of Evan falling right now are very high. I'm going to do everything I can to help him. So what do you need right now? And I want to show you guys so many tips and tricks to putting in the purlins, doing the metal. No, Evan, you don't have to get down. Tell me what you want.
I'm situating so I'm more safe so I can get these.
No, that takes the fun away. I think you're...
See, I told you he wanted you to fall.
You're safe. If you were not safe, I would have stopped everything and said, no, that's not safe. All right, so we're going to grab our purlins that are stuck to each other. And, oh, that's right. I keep forgetting it's morning in the States. So we have 3:52. It is almost 4 o'clock here in Italy. That makes it, we did have daylight savings time, so I think it's only a 5-hour difference right now. What are you doing? Ow!
You're welcome.
Oh, heads up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't need this right there, though.
Oh, what do you need?
I'm trying to get this way.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
So, it's not fun. I know, like, Nan's like, how in the world do you not have it all roofed? But it's a fight. It is drying out. The weather has just been so beautiful.
Oh, damn boards.
And, yeah, well, thank God we had the boards that we did have. The concrete company here gave us a bunch of boards that we put down around the outside. 'Cause it was just soup. It was a mess. But they were scared they're going to rot, so they just took them. It is what it is. We got plywood from the crating. But it sucks because you're going at an angle. Just everything's a fight. But as we know, we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have fun. We love the mud. That is the, we love the mud. Should I come up with you? Will this ladder hold both of us? Here, I got an idea. I'll stabilize. Look at this move. This is a new approved move up here on the roof. See, I'll hold the ladder. Oh, God, you got to get over there. I don't know if this... Huh?
That ladder's screaming.
I just took some weight out of it. Don't worry.
Do you want me to get up there and do this? You don't got to hit it like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Here, you want me to tap it over here? Yeah, that ain't moving. So here's the thing, guys. The beauty of our roofing system is it's all notched. And I know some people are like, oh, it's cut wrong. It's not. We just you gotta force the pieces in. See, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Here, you want me to try to get that? I can't reach it. Why don't we go? We have 2 ladders. Or should we go up there? I have an idea.
I don't.
No, I don't want you up there. You're going to start cramping. You've been cramping. You've been falling apart.
No, I took potassium today.
That'll help. I got an idea. Watch this. Okay. Right? So they say all the time. Okay. Okay, I spat. Okay. We had an amazing lunch today. I ate something today I've never heard of. Pine nuts. Evan's like, oh, yeah, I've heard of pine nuts. No one's ever heard of pine nuts. We get a home-cooked meal. Well, we've had a lot of home-cooked meals. We get a home-cooked dinner tonight. The customers they live on premise, and they cook. And the fun part is, the wife she teaches cooking. I guess she's like a big-time chef or something like that. Where are you going? You all right? All right, I'm going to go up there, and you can hand it to me. And fact is, it's better if I fall than them because I can't sue myself. Okay, you guys don't understand when you get hurt and you have workman's comp, it's a form of like suing. So I don't literally mean suing. I forget, you guys don't understand what I mean. Huh? Yeah. All right. So, we're gonna come up here. Look at there's the. Is that Marine One?
The chopper.
Okay. I promise we're not. No, I pissed off so many people yesterday, so I'm not gonna do that again. Ugh. I just had a thought. That's all it was. People, a thought, and a lot of people got mad. All right. I know where I can stick you.
Here.
Hmm.
Here. I'll swap it. I'll be here staying. Oh, look at you.
I got a lot of practice. All right. Oh, and I happen to have screws. All right, so we're up here on the roof. And, oh, there's Tommaso. Hi, Tommaso. Ciao. Or something. Someone was saying earlier that they wish I would go horizontal so they can see more of Italy. I went horizontal. I used to go horizontal all the time. And I did it one day at the shop, and it was not very good. So I have to believe, and I'm sorry, that horizontal probably looks better. But I think what's happening is YouTube, aka Google, disagrees. So I apologize. Ooh, almost dropped a screw. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I've not read any of the questions or comments, but thank you for being here. We are live. Hey, I got something. I got a question for you guys. Have any of you guys... Oh, man, my knees are not what they used to be. Have any of you guys ever bought our hemp? If so, I'm going to bet 99.9999% of you love it. And I've created a monster. Actually, truth be told, this is why I had to go live. I'm not happy right now. I got a call recently, maybe about 30 minutes ago, from home, from the office. I'm proud of my team spotting a problem. I have to think about what we should do about said problem. And always want your guys' opinion. Speaking of opinion, are you guys happy with the results of the bachelor pad, now known as the cockpit? Because somebody's not happy about it. That would be Evan. We're gonna have a lot of mud to clean on this roof.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't doing my feet on. Here, I'll give you the hammer. Here's the
Wait,
way.
this is a hammer. It has a hammer right here.
Yeah, okay.
We just got a truck of hemp in. And I don't think in all the history of Carolina Coops, hold on, don't walk below the tools. We don't have a hook. Oh, did you guys see that? I love it. It's like when you know what putting our roof together is like? It's like when you've been looking for that puzzle piece. You're not sure if it's going to fit, and it fits perfectly. That's what it's like putting our roof together. Okay. We just got a truck of hemp in. It's ugly. Bottom line. Truth be told, yes, there's good hemp, bad hemp. But we never really get into a lot of detail about what makes it good, what makes it bad. God knows I'm finding out we've created a lot of monsters and everyone has their opinion. There are different strains of hemp. There are different growing seasons. I was just telling our hemp supplier, I don't envy your job. I don't envy their job because, you know, we bitch about we got to fight Mother Nature, but what do you want? That we got to fight Mother Nature. They can't. They have to live with Mother Nature. And sometimes your growing seasons are good, sometimes they're bad. But the worst part is when you got hemp drying out in the fields, if those bales get wet, they don't dry out, they get real black and brown on the outside. And of course you got, again, different strains. The hemp we just got in, do I not get that hammer back?
Yeah, you do. Putting in.
It's ugly. And I refuse the truck, and I hate that I'm refusing it because that means we're gonna be out of stock. we've worked so hard to keep our stock up, because here's what happens. When your stock goes down or you run out of stock, you get, you get blackballed, which means it's like you go to the back of the line in the ability to be able to sell the hemp. So the question is, do we go out of stock and not sacrifice on the quality that I brag a lot about? Look at that. Perfect fit. It's meant to be snug. Oh.
You're welcome.
For what?
Fine tuning.
I don't want to send the truck back. I want to keep selling. But the supplier's telling me, Matt, you are not going to find that nice, beautiful blonde hemp that you've been getting. So Gina, you love our hemp. Thank you. Have you gained or lost weight so far? So purposely, we're not weighing in. I think you guys aren't cheating, right?
No.
You are not going to touch a scale? No. See what I mean? People want to know if we're gaining weight or not. Here's what I can tell you we're gaining. We are gaining a great look on life. This has been fascinating traveling.
How do I look on camera?
Down there.
Just in general. Do I look thinner? Did the camera gain 10 pounds or did it lose 10 pounds?
The food here the quality is so much better. But Ethan and I went grocery shopping last night. Fun fact, I hate grocery shopping.
Fun fact, that's why I stayed back.
Oh, come on. I do not like grocery shopping because you got to make a lot of decisions.
Oh, did you know that Haribo gummy bears? Dude, they're so delicious.
Oh, well, heads up. Lost a hammer. All right, listen. We're changing subjects. So, no, we have. I know we've lost weight.
I don't know, I think I ate like a pound of Haribo.
How much weight, we don't know.
About a pound.
I'm guessing we are going to lose a lot. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. But I can tell you, I feel so much better.
I haven't cooked in 2 days.
Ethan hasn't defecated in how many days?
2 now.
That's because we think he might have some internal bleeding. He might have some issues. He had an accident.
Yeah, baby fell down, go boom.
The bambino. Oh man, my knees.
Sucks getting old, doesn't it?
Dude, whatever.
Yeah,
You'll see.
Buddy.
You'll see.
Your day's coming.
I'm gonna laugh and laugh. Okay. Oh, and this is it. So for that roof, boy, tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. We get to finally do the roof on the hen house, but we can't do the roof on the hen house until all this is done. Just cleaned out my hen house with 4 bales of your beautiful hemp. Well, thank you. So here's what I want to ask you guys. I already know the answer. Nan's already said, no, we're not doing it, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer in explanation, education, with a proclamation. As they would say. Is that a proclamation? But perception is everything. You can have hemp from a different strain that is going to be darker in color. Now, listen, there's a difference between... Hold on.
Did I build that one?
Oh. There's a difference in the processing if it's crap and if they've cleaned it, dedusted it.
Yeah,
But it can be darker.
we can put it in after.
It doesn't mean efficacy is going to change that much. I don't think it's really going to make that big of a difference. So a part of me says, you know what? Just sell it. Maybe put a card in there saying, hey, listen, valued customer, appreciate your business. I know maybe you've seen videos of Matt months ago talking about how beautiful, bright, white, blonde color our hemp is, which I do like. But it's honestly, it's just because it's psychological. Would you ever buy diapers that are brown? You ever seen a brown diaper?
Yeah.
Have you?
After.
That's not what I meant. Have you ever sat on a brown toilet? Why are toilets white? Well, some are black. You know what I mean? It's all psychological. But we've created that monster.
Back in the 70s, they used to be pink.
I remember we had a customer, $25,000 gold-plated toilet. I'll never forget it.
There was a customer I went to where they spent $25,000 on just the tile in their bathroom.
Good for them. Anyways, all right, listen. Are we putting in that? Are you going to hand me that other? You want me to go over there?
Nope, I'm going to hand you what you need for now. He's doing something else. What do you need, boss?
Well, I'm going to hop. I rather, since I'm on this side, I'm going to keep working down that way, and I'll work on the other side. I want to see this batch of hemp. Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. The boss has spoken. He's really non at the end of the day. I'm sure you guys know the truth to that. And she's in charge of paying the bill, so she has one of the hardest jobs in the world. And a lot of people are like, well, what's the big deal? You know, but the amount, one, it costs so much money to have the brand we do. Years of work for that trust. It costs money when people call up complaining. It costs money when you start getting bad reviews. And I want to say every bad review we've gotten, which is not many, thank God, complete misunderstanding. So I always tell my team, don't disregard those bad reviews. They're there to make you better. And we learn from it. The customer needs to, we just got to educate. And I know you can't please everyone. I try like hell. Oh, that feels good. Oh my God.
Don't get hurt, please.
Me?
Yes.
One.
Well, listen,
I
don't tell me what to
everything
do.
You're about to say. Just
One, yeah,
tell me
one.
what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't worry about me.
Exactly. Good. What else?
Figure it out. Just don't mess it up.
That's right. Perfect. So Ethan does know the rules.
Yeah, he knows the rules, but you know what?
You know what happens if I do get hurt? Then
Then we do all the work.
Evan gets a lot more wet hairs.
Hey,
Can I have these purlins?
can I have
No,
that
he
thing?
cannot.
Why?
No, because they have the siding in, sir.
Come on, get the siding on. Why are we even messing around over here?
We're
Because
not
I'm
messing
trying
around.
to get ahead of the game here, boss.
I see. So I can go on the other side.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, you can walk.
these
Walk it.
coops,
Walk it.
so systematic.
And think about it, when you're in the army, right? Who do they protect?
The general,
Who are you? The general.
El Presidente, Commander-in-Chief. Oh,
Ay, Dios mío.
oh, Dios.
Dios mío, Dio.
Yeah. Here we are. You guys want to see a better view of Italy? I don't know if it's going to look that better. Hope you guys are doing well. We are live. Hope my phone doesn't go dead. And see, it's not, I can make it go higher. Here, I'm going to give you guys the highest view yet. I do have the drone. I've been getting phenomenal drone shots. There you go. You are right now. Easy. That's nowhere close. You might. I had to flip it around and it fit better.
Really?
You guys are up here. Look at that snake screen. Yo, I forgot my disclaimer. If you're watching this video right now, yeah, we're live. And this is not a recorded video that's edited and you guys get to see everything Coops. I'm sorry. You're going to hear me rant, complain. I'm thankful for a lot of people are like, oh, we kind of like the banter. We like to see the behind the scenes. You're seeing the real deal. Like, Evan's really mad about the cockpit. I don't think it's bad. I know his point, but the fans have spoken.
I'm not mad. I'm
So, look at that snake guard.
a little disgruntled.
So, that's where if you have a snake, say we have trees above us, all right? This is something people never see. If we have trees above us and they fall from the trees, the snakes try to get underneath the ridge cap, right? Well, we have what's called snake guard, a snake screen. Snake guard actually goes down on the ground. So we screen all that off, but we still want it to ventilate. You don't need to, but we do. That's some good ab workout doing there. I think, I don't know. So again, hope you guys are doing well. We are live in Italy.
Where's that mallet?
It fell, or Evan took it.
Right here. Evan took it.
Tomorrow, we're going to have the roof on here, so we're going to be about this high. We got to do the cupola. It's a hipped roof. So just to make things that much more difficult, we have a hipped roof going on.
Throw it.
You know, actually, I shouldn't say millions. We'll have to count them. That's the hip roof down there, believe it or not. And I might do a time lapse on the hip roof. I'm not sure. Okay. Woo! That feels a little funky. Yeah, watch that screw gun doesn't fall. Yeah, it ain't gonna fall now. All right. What country are you from? We are from the United States. We normally say America, but America is not really a country, right? America, yeah, North America, South America, that's a continent. So when people ask what country you're from, it's the United States, right?
USA.
No, don't say it like that. 'Cause no, it's not. I'm trying to tell you right now, it's not gonna fit. That we've had to trim. Oh, bump that. Yeah, we are too precise for our own good. I get it. Bump that. If you bump that over, oh, watch out. See, that's what happens when Evan tries to get ahead of himself. Look at that. It's gonna be you guys gotta see what's going on. That's gonna be a perfect fit then. No. Yes. Now come up towards me a little. Yes. Do it. See? We just had to slide that over the 16th. And that made all the difference in the world. And that's where a lot of people are like, oh, they're cut wrong. They're not. These are all... God, every time it hits it, it feels a little... Look at that. Do it. Yeah, Ethan. That time was on purpose.
No, not at all.
No, it really was. Our roofing system is the best. It's...
I don't care what you say. That saw's awesome.
You like that saw? You want to take it home with you? I'll buy you one for Christmas. It'll be a stocking. Look at that. Good job, Ethan.
What can I get for Christmas?
Listen, the kind of year you're having, you're easy. Yeah. You're it's good you don't have your phone. Lost your phone. We do have an interesting, I'm going to share with you guys a little behind the scenes if you care. It's not Coop related, but Ethan kind of went MIA the other night, and he was a smart enough guy to realize his battery's going dead. Actually, I think his phone was dead, and he knew he might be in a little bit of trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, and kind of having a conversation with him that's not going well. So somehow he was smart enough to send us a message by going to the ATM and taking out $40 so that we knew he was there to mark his location, and $40 is our double what's your 20. It's code, because this has happened before, that here's my location. So smart, Ethan. So now we're not sure if it's going to work, because we're hoping we can go down there and find his phone. So, good times. It got so bad, I didn't watch my own personal stories. I couldn't. So we're from the United States. Weather is nice here. Weather is freaking beautiful here. Please be careful. We're always careful, Mackenzie. Your coops are the best, better built in my house. Thank you, Joan. Joan, we hope you're doing well. Kind of unfair to them to send a different looking product without warning. First thing I said. And I when my team called me, so I get goosebumps. This is how much I love when you start to see your team get it. They knew immediately not to call them and say, hey, what's up here? No. They knew to call them and go, why do you guys think it's okay to send us this? See the difference? Yeah, and that's the fight. That's the training they go through for you guys. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun. All right. When I was little, I fell into a gorilla. Oh, here we go. And they killed the gorilla called, I don't get it. Sorry.
Hey, do you have the tops all screwed in, sir?
No, I can go over there and start screwing them in, but let's get...
We could put in the snake screen, correct?
No, because we got to do those purlins. We can't do anything until you get up here, get that sidewall flashing in.
It's already back in, all ready.
Well, then what's holding you up from getting it in?
Piece that he's putting on right now.
Come on, Evan, what have you been doing?
Everything else?
Like Amber said, you are being honest about it, Matt. That's a plus. Well, thank you. And thank you, Amber. I'd still buy, just include the card like you're saying. Oh, so you guys are messing with me now. That's my instincts. I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't want it, don't buy it. But I'm going to share with you everything we've learned. Because that's why we learn it, is to pass it on to you guys so that you just make the best decision. All right? I don't force things down people's throats, right? Yeah. But it's still going to work. Let's say you're in a pinch and you need hemp. I would think that a lot of you guys are like, you know what, Matt, I get it. It's going to be a different color. The efficacy is there. I'd rather give you guys the business because you spent so much time educating us. because business is important. I hate the fact that we're going to go out of stock. That means Amazon is going to blackball us. They're going to make you go right to the back of the line. We've worked so hard to become one of the #1 sellers on Amazon.
Oh, you can get it ready. I'm on my way.
But I know what happens. We have a customer right now. I got to call them. I never did. I feel horrible. Maybe the customer's watching right now. And if this is you, go ahead. Please tell me what's going on, because I guarantee you it's not because of the hemp. We have a customer right now that insists that the hemp they bought from us is cutting up the feet of their chickens, and that's why they have bumblefoot. There's no way. So what I said is, I told my team, hopefully they did it, call the customer, get pictures of their coop. I guarantee you something else is going on. It could be many things, but feet are scratching all day. All right, think about it. That's gonna wear out their feet, and that's why. Well, this is a shot of Evan. Hi, Evan. Looking good, buddy. Lost 10 pounds. No cheating.
I don't actually.
Anyways, so we actually, this is what I want you guys, we take the time to say, you know what, send us pictures of your coop. Let's figure out what's going on, because I know it's not the hemp. If the hemp cut chickens' feet up, no one would use hemp. It would not be in existence for hemp bedding. But you never know. And honestly, I think when we have had these situations happen, customers are like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Matt, thank you so much. This is why we love Carolina Coops and buy from you guys. Have you guys had that experience that you think that the hemp is cutting up the feet of your chickens? Here's the other thing. Here's why I've learned all our, there they are. You probably can't see them right there, roost bars. All of our roost bars now are going to be rope wrapped, because I used to tell people, get a rope wrap roost bar if you're dealing with bumblefoot. I didn't realize a rope wrap roost bar will prevent bumblefoot. This is brilliant. This is coming right from our poultry vet, Dr. Crespo, who's absolutely amazing. She said it prevents bumblefoot because you're preventing the bed sores. If you have constant bed sores, you're gonna have a higher chance of that foot of the chicken getting ripped open, which can then lead to a staph infection, bumblefoot. So I was like, I'm sold. Roost bars and all the coops. Next gen coop. Oh, speaking of next gen, next. So we've been discussing the next gen. Evan said something interesting. He hasn't been out on a coop install in a long time. Either have I. And that's made it real fun with Ethan. Because Ethan actually hasn't worked with us a lot either. He doesn't realize Evan and I used to build coops. We used to go, Evan almost died one time in Southern Virginia. It was like, what, 200 degrees? He stuck it out. I give him credit. Mackenzie went through the same thing. It was so hot this past summer. We were doing a coop install. Well, anyways, it's good for us to get back out here and kind of see how things are going. It reminds certain people that, yes, we used to put coops together. We understand. It is great when they start to tweak things and make it better than we ever thought. That makes me so happy. But anyways, so if you ever had that happen with your chickens, let me know. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying, come on, I just don't believe it. But anything's possible. And if it is possible, I want to know. I absolutely want to know if it's true. Okay. Channel 8 Wasp News. I love it. All capital letters. Ain't no way hemp cutting them chicken feet. No CAP. I'm not sure what that means, but I agree. Huh?
No cap means not lie. No lie. A cap is a lie. So no cap is no lie.
How do you know this?
Because I'm young.
Oh, that's lingo. That's lingo. That's dope. Are you dissing me? I know, my kid's like, Daddy, don't. I'm like, that's sus. No, don't, Daddy. Anyways, hemp can't cause bump. So thank you guys. So this is what I mean. These are the reviews that keep me up at night going, I know it can't be. And being me, I'm like, okay, how can we make this into a good situation? I have to say, too, when we get these kind of calls or reviews, we reach out. I've literally suggested I will fly out. I will come see your coopers. I want to see it. If you believe this, I believe you believe it. I want to see it. And let's get to the bottom of it. Because at the end of the day, we're just going to be that much better. We win either way. And the customer wins. They disappear. They never get back to us. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone from Carolina Coops is watching. Anything new with that comment. So we are literally right now, I can veto Non. I can tell Non, you know what, keep it, sell it, make a special card, explain to customers. It's still going to work. It's just a different color. It's an organic material. I hate it. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. At the end of the day, that's what's happening right now. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And because I know most people won't mind, they'll be grateful for it. It's the... Oh, I'm froze? I'm sorry if I froze.
I might be able to cut it.
Am I still frozen? Wow, actually, no jokes. You all have a beautiful life. Put on morning doing some godly work in this beautiful fresh air. You all stay safe and be positive. Much love and prayers to you. Well, thank you, Channel 8. You know, speaking of that, yeah, we have the best cubicle. I've had to remind these guys when they start yelling at each other and fighting. I'm like, we're in Italy right now.
Fight. We don't fight. We're just brothers. Brotherly.
Your brother's all right. We are in beautiful Florence, Italy. So we found out some interesting facts. I've been obsessed with these Our Italian cypress. Tommaso, who is the head gardener here, somewhere around here, who's been a huge help. Translation, just helping get us whatever we need. He said it's illegal in Italy to cut the tops off Italian cypress trees. And these things are everywhere. What? Is that Acre you are standing on? I'm not standing on Acre. I'm sitting on the hen house is all the Doug fir, but all the green is Acre. All the siding, all the trim's going to be Acre. You know, something else we discovered recently is with Acre, it's actually a game changer. It's actually helping have to avoid some things like overlapping cuts because of expansion contraction. Also, we are actually able to make a chemical bond, if you will, with Acre because you can't glue it like wood. And we had to go get super glue or PVC glue will work just as well. So we had to bring two ends together, like you fuse it together with super glue, and it actually makes a chemical reaction. Anyways, the super glue here, I don't know if it's just this particular brand. It comes to like nail polish. So what do we think of the super glue? Oh, where are you going? I could have got up here.
You are up here.
I know. And do you need help with something?
Kind of.
Oh, you guys are doing the siding.
Well,
spit it out.
we're going to cut the flashing first.
Oh, there's something you don't like?
Hold your ladder.
Get over there. Don't let them fall. Should I go over there so you guys can see what they're doing?
No.
That means yes.
It's nothing bad. We're just making it more
Look better.
People want to see that. All right, so what these guys are doing right now is Evan has OCD real bad. And we are too precise for our own good. That's been kind of the...
I got you, baby girl.
Let's not make it weird. So I might sneak over there and see what's... Well, you know what? Maybe this is a good shot. You guys like this shot? Okay. So he's putting Acre for that siding for our... Look at you got our first drop, and this is the second drop. And
once you get it past that, just go straight.
what a nightmare. It is so much work. Especially because when you have a coop that drops like this, what we forgot to anticipate, and we should know this, the ground slopes down. Well, that makes having ladders a nightmare, which means everything takes longer. Okay, so question. Someone else, how you doing? Are you building this coop for a winery, a farm, or private residence? We're building it for a hotel. And I did do a walk around. That's the hotel right there, 12th century. Help me out. Make sure I did my math correct. 12th century is 1100s, right?
And a pencil. Face and a pencil.
That was 900 years ago. What's this should be easy. What's 2000 minus, yeah, that's 900 years ago. So that means this hotel, this property was created roughly 400 years before Christopher Columbus.
Something like that, yeah.
That if that doesn't hit somewhere special, then you got no special spots. Oh my, I mean, that is just insane. Did I do my math right? Huh? Did I do my math right, guys? I mean, that is just insane. So I've gotten a lot of pictures, and I can't wait to do VCL when I get back. First thing I'm going to do is just talk about this trip. I want to share with you all the things that you guys have not seen, heard of. We got so many amazing pictures. This hotel is unreal. Now, remember, a reminder, none of us have been to Europe before, so we had no idea what to expect. We didn't know you're not supposed to wear cutoff shirts and shorts in October. We didn't know all the things that we've learned about grocery shopping and the food, but I can tell you for a fact, the food here, the ingredients are so much better. I feel I've had zero gut pains. I've had no heartburn. I feel so much better. And I've been stuffing my face with carbs. I can't remember what kind of lunch we had today.
How's that lining up with that peak?
You are 3/4 proud.
No. This way, not
You are, hold on, let me zoom in. You're going to ask me to, you're a 16th, if that, shy.
Shy?
Short.
Short, yeah.
Yeah, right there. I would say from my angle, and I'm not looking straight on, you are perfectly plumb. That's our issue. That 16th right there, that was there, that it's just, you know what? No, Evan, you're right. That's what makes us Carolina Coops. We are too precise for our own good.
damn Skippy.
Okay. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. We are live in beautiful Florence, Italy. I know it's early for you guys. We are, sun's going to be down in a little bit, so I just wanted to go live. My phone's probably going to die in about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to go until it's dead. Is it Trump Hotel? I can't say that because then I lose half the viewers here like I did yesterday. Can you tell us the name of the hotel? Absolutely. I want to plug this hotel. I'm going to say why. One, I believe at this hotel, everyone keeps talking about how you have the best view of Florence because you see all the churches from a particular angle. You see them all at one time. And the property is very, very historic. The staff here, the owners are awesome. I hope to get a video with the owners. The husband speaks 5 different languages. I swear that's who I'm going to be when I'm his age. He's very inquisitive. He asks a lot of questions. He wants to know so many things, loves his animals. And his wife's a chef, so she's been cooking for us. And we have dinner with them, which is just awesome tonight in their home. And it's a hotel. And what is the name of the hotel?
Torre de Bellisguardo.
Torre.
Torre.
Is there 2 R's?
Yes.
Okay. Torre.
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 Bellisguardo.
How the hell? Are you rolling your R's?
No. Bellisguardo.
Torre.
No. Let's see it. Let's see you roll your.
Torre.
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 Di Bellisguardo.
Belliscardo.
Oh, I'm still on the Tor part. I haven't even finished the first word. Tor. I say Torre. One word.
Yeah.
Tor with 20 syllables. Torre.
Torre.
De. D-E.
Di.
D-I.
Di.
All right. Torre di
Bellisguardo.
Bello.
Bellos.
Bellos.
Belliscardo.
Hello.
Bellisguardo.
Hello. Anyone? Hangover. Bello Squardo. C. Squardo. That is the whole. Oh, thank you, Mackenzie. Wow, this whole time she's already had it typed out. A killer hotel. And here's the other thing. The staff has been awesome. There's chef every morning. Cappuccino. Oh, God, the cappuccinos are so good. Like, I didn't want to go to work till we had a cappuccino. Just everyone here is great. The staff is amazing. Just, I know they should be, but you don't get it all the time. And I did tell them, I said, yeah, I'm absolutely going to plug this hotel. And they have these huge gardens. There's gardens that are terraced everywhere. Now, this is the non-growing season, so it may not look beautiful now. But the gardeners have been going around pruning, cleaning. I can't imagine what that brick wall looks, or the block wall looks like with all the ivy. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Mackenzie. So it is a hotel, and do you have any future plans on building greenhouse? Can't wait to see your design and selection of lumber and glass or polycarbonate. So Ali Zaidi, if I said that right, we do have plans. I have designed a greenhouse that I love. There are some things we got to tweak. Bottom line is I cannot use the polycarbonate used for our windows. It expands and contracts too much. I see why greenhouses use a corrugated poly. It just works better. It needs a float. We can't screw it down. I was hoping we could screw it down. So we got to add to it, which I didn't want to because I didn't want to make it more expensive. Bottom line is, though, it's all out of Douglas fir, which is fine. I think it looks good. It keeps the price down. If you do it all out of metal, it's going to cost more. I thought about that. Also, it's kittable, which I think is badass. We got it where it can completely be shipped out. What?
Where was that tool?
Which tool?
For the saw. Look, we need to take this straight up off. Right.
What's going on?
Nothing. Alright.
Boy, I did some sketchy stuff earlier. I was gonna film. I said, no, it's too sketchy. I had to make a shim.
We already made that cut today.
No, we didn't. We did 1.9. This one's different.
Here we go.
Because it's higher.
Why would it be higher? It shouldn't be.
Because
Don't mumble. We can't hear you. I should have mic'd them up. So, Torre di Bellasguardo. I think it's been in his family for 5 generations. Built in the 1100s. I want to find out the exact dates because I just find that fascinating. And when I was like, wait a minute. Oh, and here's the other fun fact. And whatever, you know, we're all taught Columbus discovered America. Oh, no. Well, they make it very clear. Amerigo, who? Who discovered America?
Amerigo Vespucci.
Vespucci. So they let you know it was not Columbus. So I find that interesting. Why were we taught it was Columbus? I always thought it was Leif Erikson, year 1000, but whatever. I'm not a history buff, but I just find it fascinating. Matt seems right to me. All right, so let me go back a little bit. You can tell us the name of the hotel. Everything looks good. All right, blah, blah, blah. Okay. They'll have such tales to tell about you. Great food will be greater with homegrown eggs. Vespucci. Vespucci. So if it's 2 C's, it's chi. Because I've noticed if it's 1 C, it's a sh. The owner of this hotel, and this is kind of how this whole conversation started, his first name's Amerigo. And Vespucci. So I'll have to look that up. I was never taught that he's the one that discovered America. So I hope you guys are doing well. We are live in Italy. Can you hear the bells? It's so awesome. We got the bells going off at the church. I wish I didn't lose signal up there because I tried to show you guys this property and I lost signal. But I'll do a full walk around, so it's for the edited video. Oh, what's going on in the news today? Did we ever find out what's going on? Here's where I lose half the viewers, but
I didn't read the whole thing.
we can't get the news. I guess if we look really hard, but they were listening to their AirPods earlier. Thank God they stopped because they're both trying to sing together. And then all of a sudden, something came across the news with something about North Korea and 10,000 troops. And we're like, I told them, I said, watch, we get stranded here in Italy. But the food's so good, it'll be all right. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you got any updates on the news, current affairs, let us know. If you got any questions about the coop, we'll go back around. So here's what's going on. Again, we got 3 drops. So it dropped about 36 inches. So it's tiered, and we're right now putting this roof system up. But we couldn't finish the purlins until the flashing is on. You have to have sidewall flashing that goes on top of that roof. And then you got to cover the sidewall flashing with the siding. And then once the siding is on, then you can finish the purlins. And until all that's done, you can't do this roof. And we can't do this roof until this roof's done. So I'm going to go down. We'll change things up. And I'll show you what I mean by that because I'll give you guys a different view of what's going on. Or you guys get to see me fall. My butt's getting numb, so I guess it's time. Oh, that's the other bad part. I've been sitting here. My foot might be numb. Hold on. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Vespucci. Okay. It's not too bad. Actually, it's good I got down. My leg was going numb. I was hitting that vein. I was literally sitting on sitting on a board right there. All right. Flush is flush. I'm gonna show you. Sorry. I'm gonna show you why it sucks when it's muddy. One, it makes everything slippery. But when we're done with the coop, it's what we call showroom condition. Just from me walking up here, and I clean my boots off, it just gets so muddy. We have to go around and clean it, which is just, may not sound like a big deal. It's very time consuming. No singing. All right, what are you guys doing? Are we done yet? Non's starting to get mad. Just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so.
Right there. On top of the cabinet. Right in front of you.
Nice pencil. All right, so these were not cut right on the CNC. We don't know why. We got to get that tweaked. And they've decided to technically cross-cut them, I guess you could say. But because our paint is not here and we don't know when it's going to be here, we did not want to cut off the painted side, which would have been so much easier. What?
No, because then we'd have to paint it before we can put it up.
That's the point I'm getting at.
Oh, I thought you
Carry
said
on.
so much easier.
It would have been so much easier if we could have just cut that.
You're right, but we couldn't because we don't have the paint.
That's what he just said.
Oh, do that again. Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, do it. You got a whip? He actually might like that, though. Oh, that was creepy. All right, so now he's got to go through, cut it by hand, notch it, because we don't have our router, where normally if we had our router with our flush trim bit, we can just shoot it on, go around, and done. So this is what they're doing. Check this out. I mean, it is beautiful. This was all just bent right here to cap this, and this will all get, you know, shot in, caulked, and painted, so please don't pay attention to that. So that's the sidewall flashing we're talking about. So that's get shot on, and then the siding goes on, and then we can do the purlin and whatever. So it'll look like this. Now, we have not done any trimming yet, but it'll look like that. Look at that nice straight line going right up that hip. Gable, not hip. What would you call this? I guess is just the slope of the roof? It's a gabled roof. The gable? That's not really the gable. Anyways, and you don't want it down on top of here. You don't, even though it's Acre. If you were ever flashing and sidewall, whatnot, you always bring your material about 1 inch to 3/4, because when water runs down it, you don't want to wick up. Now, with the Acre, we could have got away with it, but we didn't want to. We could have taken the easy route. That's what they did. They measured from here when they had it cut, and we had to cut off that 3/4. But we decided to do it the way we always do it, to play it safe. What? What? Oh, so, and then we got to get back up there, trim it all out. We got to do the rake trim, which is right here. Those will get attached to the ends. And then we got to go trim it all out. We got to trim it. We got to do the battens. But look at that. I mean, this thing, we've been doing these coops for 16 years. We still are like, wow, it's just awesome. We love building animal enclosures. There's just something cool about it. All right, so anyways. Oh, yeah, what's going on with the World Series? Are you kidding me? The Dodgers are up 3. They're up 3 games. That's not good. Spain was in power then, and the wine goes the spoils. So back then, Spain was in charge of Italy. News, same old stuff. Thank you, Joan. But we are called American after Vespucci. That is right. So that explains that Columbus did not. That's exactly what they told me. You're right, and that's why it's called America. How many chickens will they house? What?
Can you bring up the knife?
Sure. I feel like this is. Oh, I want to show you guys the glue bottles here in a minute. I've never seen super glue like they have it here. I'm not sure what to think of it. Oh, Japanese. Nice. I like the finger technique. So fun fact, whenever you're using a saw, now Japanese cuts on the pull, American cuts on the push. Why America thinks that's a good type of saw, that's awful. It's so much easier to cut on the pull, and that's what a Japanese does. Now, when you use, what are you doing?
I'm all done.
You got to finish with the jigsaw?
Yeah.
Or are you going to score and snap? The old score and snap. So I love Japanese saws. Don't tell Non. But this one I bought here, and I'm going to take this home with me. I love it. And you have the rip side, which means you're going to cut with the grain. You have the cross cut side, which means you're going to cut across the grain. So we're going to score and snap. That is kind of a nice benefit of Acre. Mm-hmm. You guys can say something. It's okay.
We are concentrating, sir.
So,
There's a banana over there.
a banana?
Banana.
How do they say banana in Italy? In Italian?
Banana.
No, I don't think so. All right. So someone was asking how many chickens. I don't know how many chickens they're going to have. I know they're not going to free range. So We did this math yesterday. I don't remember the math. You never want to exceed less than 10 square feet per hen. So we are 8 foot by 36. Do the math. We were trying to get funky and do it in millimeters and centimeters yesterday. Got a little out of hand. These two started fighting about the math. Luckily, we had you guys with the calculators. All right, question. Is that pressure treated lumber between coop and concrete base, or what type of wood is it? Thanks for asking, because we had to spend so much time dealing with that lumber. So is it pressure treated? Yes. And it's pressure treated because you can get moisture wicking up through the concrete. However, we anticipated on doing our normal sill plate, which is a 2x6, which is actually 5.5 inches wide by 1.5 inches thick. Well, come to find out, and this is when my world was just shocked. Our guide, Tommaso, who's been helping us, the head gardener, said, Matt, we don't build with wood here. We build with stone and brick. I was like, oh my God. We got lucky. This is the only thing we could find in pressure-treated lumber to act as a wooden sill. And the reason why we want the wooden sill is because we can tap con it or just bolt it down to the concrete. And then, you can't see it now. I've already covered it all up. We screwed all the walls down into the sill plate so it doesn't blow away. Plus, we plumb up the walls and all that. Here's what happened. Actually, it's this one right here. Here's what happened. This is a lot thicker than 1.5 inches. The coop and the concrete was designed anticipating it was going to be 1.5 inches. This is 1.75 inches, so threw all the numbers off. And that concrete was not plumb. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. We had to do a lot in the rain, in the mud, and I had to cut that angle. I scribed it and had to free cut it on the table saw. I'm glad I didn't cut my finger off. I was going to record it, but I was like, no. I thought I did a pretty good job. Because look at the belly. I had to compensate a little gap there, because of the concrete touching there. So I, took the both. Anyway, so we tap it down. It is pressure treated. There it is. And it's not square. You would think if you're going to do concrete, you're going to make sure your forms are dead nuts. It's all about the forms. It's a cake mold. That's all it is. You're going to put your freaking batter in there and be done. This is the beauty of Carolina Coops. Even in Europe, when we have no tools, we are still kicking ass.
Killing it.
Ethan's hating it. He has the luxury of being provided everything that we didn't have. And I'm realizing he's gotten used to that. And that's why I didn't want tools. I wanted it hard. I did not want this easy. This is how out of square the base was. That also caused us numbers or problems. So anyways, hopefully that answers your question. It is drying out, thank God. The contractors here took all their boards, but luckily it's dry now. Come on, let's put a wiggle in it. It's getting dark. So Ramirez, hopefully that answered that question. Do Italian chickens lay eggs that taste of garlic? That's kind of funny. Truth is, if you feed your chickens garlic, you can taste it. If you feed your chickens onions, you can taste it. Supposedly, that's what I've been told. Someone else too funny? Did I miss something? No one here watches the news. We watch you guys. Go ahead. Sonos, are you watching? Give me a thumbs up if you're watching right now. Do Italian? Okay, I answered that. Concrete, not plumb. Good grief. Italians invent. I know, Joan. That's what Evan said. So he's a journeyman mason. His OCD is insane when it comes to concrete. I love watching him do concrete work. It's an art. It's a finesse. You got to feel it. You got to know the type of metal you're using with your trowels, your floats, all that. And you got to bring up the butter, the fat. I mean, it's just fascinating. I love watching concrete work. Anyways, Evan's like, boy, that concrete base is going to be the best we've ever seen. I was telling him, I said, we should do the concrete. He goes, well, you got to come correct because it's, it's where it's invented. So I'm not trying to beat them up. It is what it is. The best part is, and I told the customers, because they came, they asked, I said, man, what's going on? I didn't want to lie to them, but I also didn't want them to think I was making excuses. We just did what we always did. We figured it out. Just took us all damn day. Sonos, you are still watching. Ingrid.com. Get yourself a shirt. I love the comment. There's your golden bell. That you put a smile on my face. Thank you. Back to the base. What type of lumber to use if no pressure treat is available? Would it need treating with something? Good question. Now listen. You can get synthetic, which we almost did. We almost had to get a PVC material, but I didn't want that because I rely on the anchors going into the sill plate. I was worried we were going to have issues. If you have a situation like this, it's real simple. And you could use Doug fir. I've seen, in this case, Douglas fir do extremely well being naturally rot resistant. And it's not pressure treated, but I'll tell you right now, pressure treated is not what it used to be. However, all you have to remember, wood rots not because of moisture. It's because the moisture feeds the wood-destroying organisms. So with wood, you either make sure it's soaking wet constantly or never gets moisture. If there's a transition between wet, dry, you have that perfect environment to feed wood-destroying organisms. So with all that said, make it so that the wood can't absorb moisture. If it can't absorb moisture, there's no wood-destroying insects. Now, you can, I feel, with the right type of wood, like Doug fir, cedar, maybe cypress, you can get away with oiling it. Just soak it with oil. That's a good oil. It's going to last a long time so the moisture can't get into it. You'll be in good shape. However, put a vapor barrier down between the layer of the concrete and the pressure treated. Truth be told, a lot of times we do that. We couldn't find the vapor barrier. You can use aluminum flashing. We couldn't find that either. I think it's overkill, but technically speaking, you always want to use, I mean, people are using vapor barriers on the joists on decks now, which, I don't know, you can make the argument that's another layer that can cause problems. So anyways, I hope that answers that question. Also, and we've been looking into it, you can, white oak. If you're going to use oak, use white oak. Oh, this has been a while. There's something about white oak that makes it naturally rot resistant. I've seen it with my own eyes. When I had to build furniture, I used a lot of white oak versus red oak, and I learned that from some old school woodworkers. That's all they would use, and they showed me the furniture that's been sitting outside, never treated, all out of white oak, and it was beautiful. And the beautiful part is with oak or any wood, and if you oil it or leave it, and it starts to age, patina, gets the sun, gets gray. If you want to freshen it up, you just sand it, and it's like brand new wood. It's actually quite fascinating. So hopefully, again, that answered that question. Oh, and I was also going to mention, too, right now, here's where I'm not supposed to give away secrets. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're always looking to improve the ingredients to our coops. So the product, like we just upgraded to Acre. There is a type of wood you can get that is, God, I forget all the fancy terms. They heat it down to 0% moisture. And when they heat it down to 0% moisture, they're burning off all the sugars that also the wood-destroying organisms need to eat to destroy the wood. So if the sugars aren't there, they don't have a reason to eat it. So you don't care if it gets wet. Thermally modified lumber. Look it up. You'll see it everywhere. It's becoming more and more popular. It's expensive. Was that a guinea? Wait, can you say that in Italy? Oh, God. Sorry. I just heard a guinea. They wouldn't call guineas in Italy, would they? Help me out there. Oh, God. Thermally modified, very expensive, and they swear up and down it'll never rot. We've been looking at using it for the coops so that there's no more pressure treated, no more Doug fir. It's just all the same lumber. What I've learned is it's supposedly not as dense, which doesn't make sense to me. I've seen it. It's very light. We have to have density to this wood, especially with pocket hole joinery. So, I'm glad you guys asked that because these are the things, the conversations people don't see. Not even these guys, because I'm constantly having meetings with contractors, meetings with manufacturers that produce products, because I do believe that we can always continue to improve our product, not just because of the quality of our builds and the function, but the ingredients are everything. And I want the best materials especially if we don't have to raise prices. But that's about to change soon, unfortunately. There are wild birds here. There. That's probably what it was. So let me know if you have any other questions. I'm glad my phone did not die yet. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. If I did, I apologize. Are you going to run gutters from all 3 pitches of the rain barrel? Oh, that's a good question.
Doyle rules.
Why? It's kind of funny, but not really. Why is it? It's not break time. Why are we eating right now? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. He's the one supposed to be helping. Can't you keep him in line? I turned my back for 2 seconds.
It's all your fault now.
It's always my fault.
What was I just about to say?
Oh, here, I got you.
Gutters, sorry. No, we're only doing that one. Now, we have done gutters where we've done, where there has been a couple drops. It's real simple. You just drop it off to the next roof. You just got to make sure your downspouts can take it. So sometimes you got to not continue to run it. You got to split it where it kind of, crowns. So it goes through those 2 downspouts. Hope that makes sense. Right now, it's only calling for 1 gutter right there, because right there is where the the rain barrel is going to go with the base. So sorry I missed that question. And Sonos, make sure you get your T-shirt. That's funny. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if you ever got a shirt before, but basically, I don't know. I love you guys being here. You make my day. You help me. Especially that one time when someone decided to steal our website. Were you guys there to watch that? Got them shut down in 2 days. Thank God you guys were there. That's all I'm going to say. So I love just engaging the comments when you have fun things to say. And just really appreciate it. They are called Farona there. What is bananas? Farona? Interesting. Moisture adds weight to the wood. Okay, so that is true. And that's one of the benefits. I was like, oh my gosh, if we go with all this therm wood, it was light. It's so light because you're removing more of the materials that you're used to feeling, like in this case, the sugars. That's why Shoshugibon works really well. Think about when you start a fire, it burns bright at first because that sugar in the wood is what you're seeing with the brighter flame. And then what happens is, you think about a campfire, the fire continues to get warm, especially when you build that bed of coals. Might have the customer coming down. But you don't get that big flame, right? It's because you're not burning the sugars. You're burning the starches. I don't know what you're burning afterwards. But the point is, with Shoshugibon, they did it as a way to prevent a building from burning down, because you burn it, you get rid of the sugars, and then you put it out. And then if you try to start that piece of wood again on fire, it's a lot harder. So, but I know a lot of people use Shoshugibon now as a aesthetics, which is pretty cool. I can appreciate the history of it. Yes, Sonos deserves that shirt. Thank you, Joan. I thought so. I thought that was funny. Or you guys are just learning how to. You just know what I like to hear. All right, so I'll go check on these guys. Enough of that. Oh no, guinea fowl are called Farona. You sure? Oh, so that was the point too. If the moisture is out of the wood, the coops will not weigh as much, so it should be a little bit cheaper to ship. All right, here we go. I didn't think. Oh, I was gonna say, because I thought banana was called like banana. All right, so what's going on? So we got some sidewall flashing in, looking good. He's got his 3/4 spacer. We haven't put the other one in yet. What the heck? So you're gonna plumb that up. Just line up your notches, and you know you're good. Why are you up there and not Ethan?
I don't know. Just the way the cookie crumbles.
So here comes
Almighty.
Anna, the customer. I'm not sure if she's shy or not, but she is so smart when it comes to foods. I had no idea all the different meats. Hi, Anna. Hi. What do you think? We're live. We're on. I don't know if you were camera shy or not, and I was just bragging about you. I had no idea there were so many different meats available, and this lady, she huh? And cheese. So she took us. What did you think about taking us grocery shopping yesterday? Yeah.
I would say, what do you think?
What do you think? So here's the best part. All right, the grand finale of going grocery shopping yesterday. So they have a walk-a-lator, but it's a decline, incline, whatever. You go up this walk-a-lator, go up to it. You go down, but you got to bring your grocery store, your shopping cart down the walk-a-lator to go to the parking garage. And I was literally like, Ethan, make sure. Well, yeah, I got it. I'm Captain Safety here. I said, just make sure you don't let that cart go. I don't want it to roll away. The wheels, it's magnetic. They immediately stuck to the walk-a-lator. You couldn't move it. Man, this is awesome. So the sun's going down. We have almost what's called a pink moment, like in, we were somewhere in California that has it real bad because the pollution, the air pollution is so bad in Los Angeles that when the sun shines through it, you have the pink moment. Where was that in California?
Santa Rosa.
No, not Santa Rosa.
The pink moment?
Ojai, California, up on the mountains. It only lasts for about 2 minutes. And
Comment what?
Corner.
you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, well, Ethan's freaking me out that you're freaking out.
I'll do the Irish jig up here. I'm all right.
Anna, how do you say banana in Italian?